When your opponent punches at you, it doesn't matter if it's with the right or the left. When he strikes, dodge and roll the punch out of the way with your forearm like this. Then use your elbow to attack his exposed ribs. When you hit with your elbow, pull back with the other elbow at the same time for added power. This technique is very simple but powerful because you are using your elbows. Its simplicity and effectiveness make it very useful. If your opponent uses his right hand, you can use the same elbow strike with an added leg sweep. Use the same dodge and block as punch counterattack 30, but strike with your elbow as you step forward and reverse sweep their back leg with your right leg. You use your elbow like this to strike him. The combination of the elbow strike and the sweep will act as a lever effect. This is a very effective technique. We will do it again for you to see. Punch counterattack 30 is very effective when you use your elbow, but you can also use this part of your arm. When your opponent punches, strike him like this. Then hook your hand back while you push his arm forward. Draw a circle back with your left leg, and with your shoulders connected, pull back and down. Your opponent will go down, but use your shoulder strength to take him down after softening him with the outside of your forearms. The shoulder is very important in this throw. All the torque will come from your shoulder and the twisting of your waist. Your opponent attacks you with their left. You will dodge right and catch their arm with both hands, like this. Rotate and bring his arm down until it bends like this. From here, wrap his arm around his neck and turn his body until his back is facing you. With your right hand, pull back into a headlock and take your opponent to the ground. The best place to apply pressure with this lock is underneath the chin. Don't at this point use strength. If you are quick and relaxed, their arm will swing around easily so you can lock them and take them down. When their back is twisted like this, they will have no leverage. Use the same setup as punch counterattack 33 to turn your opponent around. At this point, you can apply a double palm strike using inch power. Place your palms here and strike. This is very effective for attacking the back. Now let's see it again. This technique is used for controlling your opponent's neck with their own arm. When they attack, move and catch. From here, twist and bend the arm. Wrap it around their neck and under their chin. Now with your right hand, push his elbow up and then take him to the ground. From here, there is nothing he can do. The thing to remember is when you catch his arm, first twist and bend. Bend their arm and wrap it around. If you don't twist his arm, then your opponent may be able to hit you. So make sure you have control of his arm. Wrap it around, pull back, push, and he will go down. When your opponent attacks you with a hook punch, weave under the punch as you move left. If they try to continue their attack with an elbow, block it here. Now his ribs are exposed. Turn your body and strike him with your elbow. Turning your hips over into your elbow strike will add torque to your elbow strike. This counter is very simple and powerful. Do not try to fight your opponent's strength with your strength. Be smart and use your skill. When someone punches straight at you, step to the side and grab his wrist. Bring his arm down in a circle and then back up until his arm is twisted and parallel to the ground. Now you advance forward and hit them in the shoulder with your shoulder, and he will fall down. This technique is effective because you strike him with your entire body mass behind your shoulder. All your weight is right there. This technique uses the turning of your waist to add power to your elbow strike. When your opponent punches you with his right, step to the outside and catch his arm like this. Your left elbow hits him in the arm. Now bend and twist his arm back towards him as you elbow him in the face with your right. This will send him down. Now we'll show you in real time. Okay, this technique is very powerful because first you use your opponent's momentum against him to expose his face, and then you strike him with the elbow. A perfect target. You must turn at the waist and use both arms for extra power. When your opponent attacks you with his right hand, step right and grab his hand at the wrist. Now advance with your right foot as you drive your palm upward and into your opponent's chin. This will cause him to lose his balance by moving his center of gravity behind him. You can push him down easier. This technique to the chin should be done fairly fast for maximum effect. This technique is also based off the same attack. It doesn't matter if it's a straight punch or a swinging punch. You first evade by stepping right. You will grab at the wrist and strike the outside of his neck. From here, you grab the back of his neck with your fingers and pull down as you twist his arm at your waist. Step back with your left as you turn left and bring him to the ground. For this technique, follow the same evade and grab, but instead of striking the neck, strike your opponent underneath his armpit. Now, rotate your arm up and pull his shoulder towards you. As you lean forward with your body, your opponent will go down. This type of pull-push movement will help him to the ground. Now let's try it faster. Now we will defend against a punch with an up-down movement. When the opponent punches, block his punch up. Block and twist his arm up to the right. Then move closer to your opponent and grab his lower back. Move forward as you pull your hand down and back. The key to this technique is to lift his arm as you push his waist down. You must close the gap quickly as you block, while your forward momentum will help him to the ground. With this technique, you will use the same block and catch as punch counterattack 18. From this position, rotate both of your hands like this. When you pull them down, he will fall. So twist and move back. This movement will help him to the ground. The key to this technique is to move both hands simultaneously and draw a circle to the left. Once you do that, the opponent will fall. When your opponent punches you, evade and catch his arm. Now twist his head and arm downward at the same time. This is a simple move to control your opponent. The key is to twist his arm and head at the same time. Both hands need to twist at the same time. The torque will help him to the ground. When your opponent punches with his right, you can block here or here. If you block here, then you need to advance forward as you push him down. If you want to lock him, you can do it like this. Wrap his arm around yours like this, and just grab your arm. Or you can just take him to the ground, and that's fine too. Against the same punch, move and block like before as in punch counterattack 18, only this time, move your body around him like this. Now you have him locked up and can take him to the ground. From here, grab his wrist and control him like this. Move behind him and take him down. If you do this right, you can twist his wrist and put him in pain, or you can pull his arm down like this and pin him. His nose and mouth will be covered by his own arm. This can be a very dangerous technique.